again, everybody. We are up here at the cabin, and Mason is going to be moving in here pretty soon. There he is, sitting on his new couch. Got a new couch and chair up here, and we're trying to make it livable. Now, when I built this, I was building it for like a weekend stay cabin. You know, you can come up here every now and then and stay the weekend or whatever, but it wasn't really made to live in continuously. So a few things like the water. You had cold water coming from the stream every now and then. The stream has kind of died off. It doesn't run all the time, so it's not dependable. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing with the water system here. Okay, so down here we are going to have a water tank. Because pumping the water up here, this is pretty high from the house, I don't think our water pump is going to pump water all the way up here. So what we're going to have to do, we're going to have a water tank. And we want it inside so that it doesn't freeze. So the water tank is going to sit right here. I don't know exactly how big it's going to be yet, but here's our water pump. And it has an automatic pressure switch on it. So once it gets up to 45 psi, it shuts off. And that will, of course, hook to the tank. Comes up. And it goes up through this T. And one side of the T goes up to a water heater. And some of you may recognize this water heater. It is the same exact one that's in Zephyr. I have to straighten it up and screw it down, but I'm going to leave it unscrewed until I get all this hooked up and ready. But it is the same one that I have in Zephyr. I'm going to do my little modification to the vents so that it can safely be used indoors. And I'm going to put a exhaust vent coming out of here, going through the wall and out on the outside. That way it stays safe and he has plenty of hot water. Yeah. So, we also, after the T here, this side goes to the sink, which I don't have my connections yet. Hot and cold. And this will tee into here. I'll probably cut it, tee it into here, and that will be tee it into here. This will be my cold for the shower because it comes and it bypasses the water heater, of course. And this one, the hot water comes out, goes to the sink, and this one, the hot water goes out of there and goes down under the floor and over here. It's coming through the wall. We got our hot and cold there. And this is going to be where the shower is going to be. You see the shower pan there. Same thing I have in Zephyr, of course. It's a washing machine pan. It will work. We're going to, of course, trim up all the foam that's around it. We foamed everything in to make sure everything is sealed up really well. Have insulation in the ceiling. We got a little bit more to do to these walls. And actually clean them. They're a little dirty. But, yeah, that's going to be the bathroom. It's going to have a porta potty like Zephyr has. It's just, you can bring it down to the house and empty it. It shouldn't be a problem. And over here, we're actually going to run a computer network cable from the house up to here. That way he can have his computer and his TV and have his own router up here and everything. So he'll have his own internet. That's essential. But once we get that, we have, of course, wood heat, gas stove, gas water heater, and he said he's going to build him some cabinets. We have to wait till the tank comes that we're going to put here. That way we know what size that's going to be and how much that's going to take up. I did kind of make a little mess here. But that happened.
Clean it up.
And yeah, we still got to run our gas line and all that. But it's coming along. Okay, and then on the outside, kind of finished trimming up some around the side there. And kind of going for like a rustic kind of shutter look. That's old barn wood. I kind of like the looks of it. Now I may cut off the uneven ends. At first I kind of liked that uneven like that, but I don't know. I think I'm probably going to cut those off and even them up. But yeah, it's well, it's just the old cabin with just whatever all we've been doing. Of course, it's got like 3 different sides. But I think the front looks better than this side does because that's like newer, more modern looking, and this is more rustic looking. I like the rustic stuff anyway. But I think it will work out. I think it'll be a nice little place for him. Alright, so you can see we trimmed around the windows. Well, I've done that before. A couple pieces of trim there. He's thinking about building a ladder up through here, like between those 2 boards there, like in that area, like more of like a set of steps that leads up to the loft, because he said he is going to use that loft. Oh yeah, the ceiling is now done, kind of trimmed out, and we replaced, can't see that with the light on, there we go. We replaced the light like that with an LED strip like that, which really lights it up in here. But yeah, we got the ceiling covered, all the cracks and stuff filled in, trim around. We got more trimming to do, and we got to finish the bathroom, and just little things. He wants to cover all this. That's not, that big of a deal.
Just to make it look nicer.
Yeah, it'll make it look better. Trim it out so you don't, so you can't tell that it's pallets, I guess. So yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, I think it will turn out pretty nice once everything is done. Well, I think we're gonna probably call it a day. We got to get some more materials, but yeah, it's coming along. Won't be very long. He'll be moving in here. All right. So after we get this done, we have another project we're going to be doing. We're going to be building a tiny house, and it is gonna it's going to be down like close to where our house is now. Live in a house trailer, and the house trailer really is not made to last very long. The floors are weak, the walls, the windows, they had been leaking for years and really didn't realize it, and the walls underneath all the windows are kind of rotting out. The only way we could fix that would be to basically tear down the walls, which need redone anyway because they've been leaking in by the windows. We'd have to tear down the walls, tear up the whole floor. Basically, that's tearing the whole thing down and rebuild it. The only thing good on it is the roof. The roof is perfect. It has never leaked a drop the whole time we've had it. But everything else, we kind of need to probably just build another house. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start on a tiny house. And that's one thing about getting this fixed first, because Mason is going to be living up here. So we won't need to build a big house because we'll lose one bedroom. So Mason will be up here. and we'll be living down there, so we can build a 1-bedroom, which is more within our price range right now. So we're going to do the tiny house thing, I guess. I've already been getting quotes from sawmills. I want to build it out of sawmill lumber if I can, because sawmill lumber is not like the lumber that you get at Lowe's or Home Depot. If you go to Lowe's and buy a 2x4, you are not buying a 2x4. You are buying a 1.5 by 3.5, because they plane off a 1/4 inch on each side. That's a 1/2 inch each way that you're losing. So store-bought lumber is thinner, and I would rather have the sawmill lumber. It's a little thicker, and it's a little cheaper, and I think it will be just fine. So I'm just going around checking the prices of sawmill lumber. I've got a couple of different sawmills giving me quotes, and we'll just see where this goes. I've already got the plans, and I've already got the location picked out, but I want to get this done first to make sure Mason has a safe place to stay, and then we'll work on ours. But if y'all want to, just join us on this little adventure. We'll be seeing you soon. I appreciate everybody watching, and I'll see y'all on the next one.